The ethnic cleansing of the Palestinian people rages on. A campaign of systematic dehumanization, segregation, and apartheid inflicted upon the peoples of Palestine by the Israeli state, with direct support from the US government and its Western allies. Britain plays its part in this. Outwardly, this complicity shows itself as high-level political support, powerful lobbying groups, and constant media whitewashing. But behind all that, are we really directly involved? What if our government directly participated in military operations designed to displace, hunt down, and ultimately destroy the Palestinian people? In 1960, the RAF opened a military base on the island of Cyprus called Akrotiri. This base was viewed as a key strategic position in the West's Cold War against the Soviet Union and a bulwark against the rise of Arab socialism in the Middle East. Today, Akrotiri is used by the UK security services to fly hundreds of surveillance flights over Gaza, a practice which the International Centre of Justice for Palestinians believes is an intelligence sharing operation with the Israeli state. Former Defence Secretary Grant Shapps has claimed,
as I stressed before with regards to the reconnaissance information, we'll be in charge of that information. It will be exclusively focused on hostage recovery and will only be passed to the appropriate authorities.
And current Foreign Secretary David Lammy,
I am very comfortable with the support that we give to Israel, and I won't comment on operational issues as he would expect from this dispatch box.
Despite this, publicly accessible online flight trackers have recorded these flights happening during incidents that could be regarded as war crimes committed by the Israeli state. One of such incidents includes the murder of 7 World Central Kitchen aid workers, including 3 British citizens, in November 2024. Despite numerous requests by family members of the deceased, the British government has refused to release any footage or data from these flights. Naledi Pandor, South African Foreign Minister, states,
"It is collusion with what has been called a crime against humanity, and particularly collusion with the case we have brought to the ICJ of genocide."
Despite this Labour government's partial embargo on arms sales to Israel, Business Secretary Jonathan Reynolds specifically carved out an exemption regarding key components that make up F-35 fighter jets, used by Israel to aid in the bombings of civilian sites such as Mawasi. At least 15% of said aircraft is made up of parts constructed in the UK, meaning the UK deciding to embargo Israel from purchasing said parts would prevent F-35 fighter jets from being used to bomb the people of Gaza. Palestinian human rights organisation Al-Haq have taken the government to court, forcing them to submit documents detailing the administration's historic and ongoing knowledge of war crimes and crimes against humanity committed by the Israeli state. In early 2024, then Foreign Secretary David Cameron was questioned by a select committee on whether he'd seen any evidence of war crimes or crimes against humanity perpetrated upon the Palestinian people by the State of Israel. Al-Haq's hard-won documentation seems to suggest that Cameron was misleading the Parliamentary Select Committee. Our politicians' direct and indirect complicity in this ongoing genocide of Palestinian civilians, nearly half of which are children, is a black mark against the history of Britain and further proof of the corruption of the UK's current political system. The Green Party stands against this when all other parties do not. We stand against the genocide being conducted by the Israeli state and the political cowardice that allows it to take place. Join us and help us get justice for the Palestinian people and those who have benefited from their suffering.